Hi, everybody, and welcome to Lunch Therapy. I'm going to bring on the Facebook group here. Yeah, so today's Monday. Today can be a tough day. It actually is Monday, and I'm not wrong about that. I'm going to start the show with some deep breaths. I know that I need them. So here we go. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it out. That was our first breath of the day. Maybe some of you, it is your first breath of the day. I don't know. For me, it felt like it. Hi, Todd. Todd Lee is here. It's Moin Day. So glad you're here, Todd. All right, so we're going to take in our second breath. In through the nose, out through the toes. We're going to hold it. I'm kind of shaking it out today. Holding in the oxygen and letting it out. Here in Los Angeles, there's supposedly more oxygen in the air, less smog. That's one of the good things. Because it's confinement week. That's what it is here on Lunch Therapy. It's confinement week. I'm going with that. One more breath. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, we're going to let it out. Yeah, so I've got polar bears behind me for Confinement Week. Confinement Week, let me explain it. Last week, we had Ocean Week, and I feel like we still need to do a little Ocean Week because really it was just me working out my difficulty with sharks because of the movie Jaws, which traumatized me about the oceans and sharks. And so in that, I realized that I'm a bit claustrophobic. And so this week, I'm just going to go for it. We're going to go for Confinement Week, and we're going to get through some of this. Maybe some of you are claustrophobic. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into the show. I actually did the breaths this time before the show intro, which never happens. But, you know, sometimes you got to change it up. All right, here we go. A lot of things lined up here for fun today because this is a show about fun. This is a show where we don't worry about all the crap that's going on and we just have some fun. And so I've got some good stuff. Let's see what Todd has to say. More oxygen for all that hot air coming out of the Californians. That's how you tell a tourist from Cali they need oxygen bottles when they travel anywhere. Okay, there we go. So then we've got this bit that we're working on, which is about how you tell the tourists in your particular city. So far we have in Los Angeles, you tell the tourists because they're wearing shorts. In New York, you can tell the tourists because they are standing looking up. In Seattle, you can tell the tourists because they're carrying umbrellas. Todd says you can tell the tourists from California because they have oxygen tanks. Mulva, so great to see you here. I've got some great stuff for you today. In particular, Mulva is one of my favorite joke writers, as is Todd, and as is Greg Wurtela. Hi. And yes, I can't stand being in an MRI machine as confinement goes. That's a good point. You know, I'm claustrophobic, and I can get in the MRI machine, but if I think about it too much, freaks me out because you can't stand up and how are you going to get out of there? So let's not get too much into that because I might get all sweaty. Yeah, so, but we got this polar bear here to handle it. I've got a new webcam out today. It is an overhead view of my hummingbird feeder. And you can see the hummingbird feeder at the bottom of the screen. And you can also, here, I'll just pop in here. You can see the couch there. Charlie Brown, my cat, was sleeping there earlier, so you can see that. But now you can just see the hummingbird feeder. We'll check in if some hummingbirds come along. I was able to capture some animals in our yard. We're going to get to that later on. But first, I got a video from one of our listeners, one of our favorite viewers, I guess, Ben Gervich. Ben sent us a picture of a video of his cat. This is Ben's cat. Ben is in Australia, of course. Hold on, let's see what this guy says. MRI machines were designed to torture you. The sound is really what spooks you for life. That banging sound. Why do they make that banging sound? I don't know why they do that. Thanks, Simpy Ranking. Appreciate that. Ghost Gamer. Haha, Ghost Gamer's on me. He's on me. Somebody get they grandpa. I love it, Ghost Gamer. Glad to see you here. Follow me on Twitch. Joel Marshall. Oh, wow, look at this. You the type of guy to get my mom to cheat on my dad. Well, thank you so much, CS Fishcop. I appreciate it. We're going to look at some cat video here that I think you're going to enjoy. This is Moose, all the way from Australia. That's Moose. Let's pause here to take a look at Moose. Moose is Ben Gervich's cat. There in Australia, he just got himself a new electric blanket. You'll see he has it turned on over here. It's at 55. I don't know. Is that 55 Celsius? Is that 55 Fahrenheit? I think 55 Celsius might be, burn up the cat. I don't know. But anyway, that's Moose. He looks comfortable. He looks like he's enjoying that. He doesn't look claustrophobic at all. Mary is here. Let's see what Mary has to say while we look at Moose. I also want to see what Ghost Camera. You a pretty ass dude. Ghost Gamer, you are the best. I love this. Follow us. Jesus looking ass. I love the comments from Twitch. They're the best. Well, they're good. They're really good. Todd Lee. Look for some MRI testing videos and mishaps on YouTube. There's one that shows it sucking a metal chair off the ground and sucks it in. This is great. We're definitely going to look at that. I had no idea that existed. It might make me more claustrophobic. And let's see what Ganell says. The Seattle umbrella thing is inaccurate. We carry them. We just don't use them. Except for maybe that one day a year when the rain really rains. But do you carry them when it's just kind of cloudy? Because that would mean you'd have to carry them every day. I had an umbrella in college that my mom got me. It was super nice, really nice umbrella. I went to class with it and was just feeling so dapper and so cool. And I proceeded to leave it in the class. And I was walking away. I was like, oh my God, where's my umbrella? And I went back, somebody had stolen it. So this is my cat. I decided since Moose is getting some screen time, Charlie Brown should get some screen time. Here's Charlie Brown. He doesn't have an electric blanket because he's Californian. We don't need electric blankets out here. It's the middle of summer. I guess in Australia, it's probably cold there. Let's see what some other people have to say. Simpy Ranking. Simpy Ranking says, I thought I was the best. You are the best because you're on Twitch. I love it when people are on Twitch. I did call you the good-looking version of Johnny Depp. I love that one. I love that. I have this tendency to say things are the best when I think they're just awesome. And I can't keep track because there's so many awesome things out there in the world. So many awesome people that I'm just going for the superlative all the time. Not because I'm not sincere. I am definitely sincere about that. Something just flew into my hair. That's the kind of live show we have where things just fly in. Anyway, so that's Charlie Brown. I agree with Ganell. Always have me an umbrella when there's a chance of rain. But isn't there a chance of rain in Seattle like all the time? Okay, so I found, on the whole cat theme, I found something really cool. Yesterday, a family was here wearing USC and Dodger hats. I decided they were tourists from LA. Yeah, only tourists from LA would wear USC and Dodger hats on Bainbridge Island, right? Tigers. So this was on LinkedIn. I don't usually go to my LinkedIn for tiger videos, but a tiger and a lion, and that even looks like a, wait a minute. That looks like, yeah, a white lion. I've never heard of a white lion, but, oh, maybe there's a band, White Lion. Of course. Simpy Ranking, I never carry an umbrella. We don't know where Simpy Ranking lives. If I get wet, I get wet. It's just water. Sometimes we need something different in our lives. Yeah, one time I was in Rome as in my youth, and I was with Sven de Kock, who is a person who watches the show as well. And Sven and I were decided, it was pouring down rain, and we thought people just approach the rain in the wrong way. We should approach it like it's a shower. So we put on shorts and we just ran around Rome, just running around, just getting as wet as we could possibly get. And people were under their awnings and under their umbrellas. Dolce Vita, whatever they were yelling. Something cool in Italian. Yes, always a chance of rain, so stay away. Seattle people are so protective of their city, as if they own it. Hoy, hummingbird cultists. It's great to see you, Pam. We're watching, over and over again, we're watching a tiger with a white lion. Okay, so a couple of things here I just want to get to. Yes. So, Jeff Lohman. Let me get back to a neutral thing here. Jeff Lohman was holding out on me this whole time. He has a video. Jeff Lohman is a person who's been on the show. He's a member of the Cult of the Hummingbirds. He has an entire video of his swimming with whale sharks. And he never gave it to me during Ocean Week. I imagine he probably sent it to me at some other time and thought, well, when's Joel going to get to my whale shark video? Well, today's the day. Here it is. So this is, I don't know where this is, Oman, but look, they just dive in the water. And this is Jeff's video of him swimming with whale sharks. Hopefully they have the covers on their propellers. I mean, this is, look at that. He said it's kind of scary because they're so huge. Usually with these videos, I kind of back off because I don't have the rights necessarily to show the whole video. I just want to advertise for people. But this is Jeff Lohman. He has given me permission to show him swimming with these giant whale sharks. Look, they have those dots on them. It's not just a CGI thing that they put on later. And that's not the best angle, really. I'm sure he's talking and he just has his camera in the water. Let's move to another angle. There's Jeff there and Mayada, his wife. I don't know what state of undress they're in, so I'm gonna move it along. Oh, look at that. I think that I would be scared. I'd be kind of scared to go in the water and then all of a sudden there's this gigantic whale shark in there. What? This is Pam too, who jumps out of airplanes, flies airplanes. And she even is going, what? Pretty scary. Yeah, but they're not scary. Apparently they just eat plankton and things in their big mouths. They don't have huge teeth. And then we move along in the video and we see this, which I can't believe Jeff didn't send me this. I don't know what the heck. That's some crazy jellyfish. I'd be a little afraid. It looks like it's glowing. It's probably going to electrocute you. It's probably an electric jellyfish. Todd says maybe that's why people don't send you videos, because you're such a critic of their videography. No, you don't understand. That makes them send me more videos because it gives them a challenge to get better. They work hard. That's what happened with Neil Ganell. It was like a big growth, big step forward after I told him not to vertical video anymore. I'm hyperventilating. It's kind of confining, right? It is confinement week. Look at that fish. What kind of fish is that? If I was some kind of oceanographer and wasn't so afraid of the water, I could tell you probably what kind that is. Always criticizing the swordplay too. As you all know, nobody's going to get better for you. You know what? I keep getting it wrong too. Last week I made a fool out of myself yet again when I told you that Jules Verne invented the submarine. We're gonna have to look into that. Pufferfish. Maybe it's a pufferfish. What are those, Mulva? What are those? It's a school of fish. I don't know what kind. I gotta move on. Moving on. I did want to talk about this for a second. Last week, I went on Twitch and I played this game, Popcorn Garage, which I'm going to show you right now. This is the coolest game ever. I'm just going to show you what's in the garage. So it's a garage with all kinds of movie references in it. And I know you guys are pretty good at this stuff, but I had to play virtually alone. Ganell and Mulva were there. They gave me a few answers, but then they had to go eat some dinner or some crazy stuff. So there's music while you play the game. But what you do is you go, okay, so there's the most obvious one. You say Back to the Future. This is popcorngarage.com. So I put in Back to the Future because of the big car there, the big DeLorean. And you found it. And the thing is, there are 66 movies in this garage. 66. And they actually show you little videos and have fun. I'm going to just do one more. There's a V on the wall. I'm going to say V for Vendetta. So I got 41 with a little help from Mulva and Ganell. And I do want your help. I don't want to do it today. All right, Cade. Total Recall. Oh my God. It's kind of fun, right? Is that Total Recall with the 3 boobs? I think it is. Let's do it. So that's on the left-hand side over here. I'm going to go with Total Recall. That's pretty good. I don't think we can play this whole game, but let's just try another. I'm just going to check the chat room here. I mean, it's fun, right? It is quite fun. Let's see. Garage from Silence of the Lambs. I don't think so. We can put Silence of the Lambs in there. We might as well. The Hand is the Addams Family. And you have to spell it right, too. 2 Ds. Anyway. I think if you guys want, we can revisit this. Because it is super cool. But for now, we're going to move on. So, one other thing that I wanted to talk about today, which I've got, maybe 10 minutes left in the show. And the thing last week that was really freaking me out was that I realized what an effect movies had on us, and especially as kids, on our whole psyche. Like, Jaws made me afraid of the water. What other movies were there that affected me in this way? And maybe you guys can join in. Yeah, Mary, there's definitely Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and that is a good answer because the book is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and yet I think Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. They give you a little bit of leeway though. Mulva, Toy Story, yeah, we're gonna revisit that for sure. I could spend a day doing that since it's raining. Maybe I will. Is it raining up there? It can't be. So anyway, what other movies affected me? I saw Rocky, the movie Rocky with Sylvester Stallone, the original one. And when I came home with my friend, we went through like 6 pairs of soccer boppers. I don't know if you ever had those soccer boppers, but they're like inflatable boxing gloves. And I thought boxing gloves were there to protect the other person's face. So I was in this drugstore with Jeff Prinz later on, who was a friend of mine later on. And I was like, I saw some boxing gloves and I put them on, and he was walking ahead of me and I was like, hey, Jeff. And I tapped him on the shoulder and he turned around and I just hauled off and punched him in the face. Just punched him right in the face. And of course he just went down. He went down. He might've even gone out for a minute. And that was all, because I had seen Rocky, and I probably should have been a little bit smarter because Rocky didn't do so well either. He had to cut his face open. And I mean, you guys have to help me because there was this other, let me see what's going on in here. Nice shirt. Where can we get one of those? Of course. I finally got this. This is my lunch therapy, red lunch therapy shirt. Thanks for mentioning this, Ganell. You can get lunch therapy shirts. If you go to joelmarshall.com, there is a link to my Etsy store where you can get lunch therapy shirts. They're all different colors. There's even a purple one for all you Husky fans out there. So go to joelmarshall.com, get yourself a shirt, promote the show. 10. This is one of those things where I'm like, oh, the movie 10. Okay. I had to think about it. I was like, yeah, that affected Todd in a horrible way. BS Todd. Schmulva. And now we're all talking to each other. This is great. And what's great is we can talk across platforms, because here's Ganell. Red shirts attract hummingbirds. Let's check to see if we have any hummingbirds. Still no. So there was a movie trailer that affected me in a horrible way, and I think this might be why I am claustrophobic. I'm not good with confined spaces. I'm not good with elevators. I do not like to be stuck where I can't possibly move. I don't know who likes that, but for me, it's like the most horrifying thing. And there was a movie trailer when I was a kid, and we're talking 70s because, as those Twitchers were saying, yeah. So the trailer was this, and hopefully you can help me find it. So what it was it said there's a guy, right? And he had a sister, and his sister wanted a room of her own. And it shows her in this room, and this big like cement door is closing on her, and she's screaming and trying to get out. And that really stuck in my head. And then it said his brother wanted a new suit or a new turtleneck or something like that. And then it shows his brother, and his brother is like choking, like the suit is choking him. And then there's one other where he says his parents wanted togetherness, and it shows his parents like in a shower, and the walls of the shower are closing in, and they can't get out. It crushes them. And it scares me because it scared me, and it's stuck in my head. And I think it's one of the things that made me claustrophobic. And if I could just see that movie, I could perhaps get over my claustrophobia. Let's see what Simpy Ranking has to say. I was playing that car garage game, Popcorn Garage, and typed in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and it told me movie found. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm so confused. Well, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, there's a poster on the right wall of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So you found that one. And then Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, there's a golden ticket up on the left-hand side. So I'm starting to really see that. There's an airplane. I'm starting to see that in my mind now. The garage. But I only got 41, and there's 66 in there. So I really do need some help. I need a lot of help, clearly. We've been looking at the hummingbird cam the whole time. I was talking about that the whole time, and we still did not see a hummingbird. That's okay. So, what other movies affected me in that way? Some movie trailer that Simpy Ranking says Yeah, I know, but I typed the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it gave me the answer for Willy Wonka. Oh, yeah, that is weird. That's a programming error, but I'm sure it can be fixed. So it's not only movies though; it's commercials. And when I was a child, commercials looked like this, not like these gears. Looked a lot like this.
Know how I save money? With unsweetened Kool-Aid and sugar, just like my mom did.
I remember how she'd mix a big pitcherful. Kool-Aid was so good and so inexpensive. It's still as delicious as ever.
Today, with my sugar, it's about 12 cents a quart. Has vitamin C, too. I like giving Kathy what my mom gave me.
Kool-Aid brand soft drink mix and your sugar. You loved it as a kid?
This is what they were selling us. This is what they were selling us. It's like healthy. What is Kool-Aid anyway? I mean, if you have to add the sugar, I thought it just was like colored sugar. So I guess it's just colored dye that you mix with the sugar, and you can get red and you can get blue. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of flavor. Let's see what Kate has to say. I remember a movie where a woman was taking a shower and the water got scalding hot and she had to get out. So her husband had to throw something at the shower door to break her out. It's close, but I think these people actually died. They got squished by the walls of the shower. And I don't know how the kid made the walls cave in. I don't know. Kool-Aid will kill hummingbirds. So do people try that? Because hummingbirds are the only thing I can think of where sugar water is actually apparently good for them. That's what they eat, sugar water. But it's not just sugar water. It has to be very particular. That is what I've learned. I'm not going to go back to the hummingbird feeder because there are no hummingbirds there. Hi, Sue. Sue, we talked about a little bit about the polar bear. And I've decided that I don't want to see the picture of the polar bear because we've got to move on from taxidermy. That poor polar bear died. And we need more living polar bears, right? Pure sugar. That's what it is. Pure sugar with maybe some kind of flavoring. All artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives. You know why blondes can't make Kool-Aid? Oh no. Blonde jokes. Okay. We're not running on Texas time, Sue. Yeah, Texas time. Come on now. Where Gunnell lives, they have something called island time. That means that you can just be late or whatever. But these days you can just, you have an excuse for everything. One more commercial, just so you know what it was like when we were kids. And tomorrow we're going to investigate one product in particular. But it's not this one.
When I was a kid, the closest you could get me to a fish was the aquarium. Now, thanks to McDonald's, I'm the expert. You see, most fish is not government inspected, but all McDonald's fish is U.S. government inspected grade A. And it's all prime white filet. No fish cakes, not ground up, not mixed with other fish. It's a filet of fish. The best-selling fish sandwich in America.
Tell him your nickname, Henry.
They call me Jaws.
Quality you can do.
Oh my God. See, there's the Jaws thing again. They're advertising Jaws on the McDonald's commercial. No wonder we're so messed up. I had that uniform. Mary, you worked at McDonald's? Wow. That's impressive. We did have a friend when we were young who worked at McDonald's. I don't know if you remember this, Mary, but there was a summer where they were giving out game cards, and it was the Olympics. And if we got a gold, if America got a gold, you would get like a Big Mac. And if America got like a silver medal, you'd get free fries and, so on and so on and so on. And it just so happened that summer was when Russia was like banned from the Olympics. So the United States at that time was just winning everything. So McDonald's essentially had to give away just free food the entire summer. And it just about killed us. Cade says, that fish looks better than McDonald's fish, but still not that good. Stephen Pendred. All right. All the way from jolly old Manchester. I worked at Burger King when I was at college. We had these terrible soap opera training videos. Tell me how he cooked the patties, and it might cure my amnesia. I love seeing Stephen here. It's so good to see you. I love it when we have people from all over the world. You see, I'm not going to say anything's my favorite anymore, but we're moving to dance party. It's time for the dance break that we have at the end of every show. I know Simpy ranking to celebrate our athletes winning. Here are some insanely unhealthy foods free of charge. Please do enjoy. Exactly. To celebrate these great athletes, we're going to eat a bunch of grease. Hope McDonald's doesn't come after me today. I cannot lie. I used to love that fish sandwich. Me too, you know. But the commercials used to kind of inform me that it was somehow healthy, and also that it wouldn't make you just totally obese and high blood pressure and all the things that go along with it. But they did put something in it. I mean, they put a lot of salt and sugar in there, which everybody loves. Greetings from jolly old England. Yes, it's great to have you here. Dolce Vita. Okay, so we got to move on because I got to go out and run out in the rain because it's a rain day here. It's a snow day. All right, we're moving along to the dance break. There was a lot more to do, of course. I had a point that I was going to make today. I haven't quite gotten there yet. Exactly like we made the good choice. Exactly like we made the good choice, right? Ha! Going in there and chowing down on some grease and sugar and salt. And here we go. So this is we're just jumping into the dance break now because how that goes. This is a mashup. 2 songs. White Stripe song and a rhythm song by this band called Pamplemousse. Yeah, remember, message and data rates may apply. We're not actual therapists. This is therapy. Part where it starts being another song. I like the way that guy makes that face. Sometimes it's so good that you gotta make like a face like it's horrible. Because you just can't stand how good it is. It's like painfully good. Okay, I gotta get out of here because you have to go to the website to listen to the rest of the song. And I'll see you tomorrow on Lunch Therapy. Love.